What's going on, good people? This is your man Gavin, the boss man Stevenson, coming back at you at late night at the table. One half of it, I got the lovely Lady J with me tonight. Yes, I'm sorry, people, about last week. It was my fault. And you asked me what I'm smoking. I'm smoking an old-fashioned Corona, but you got to understand the length of my Corona. So, the topic of tonight is sex necessary to have a good and strong relationship? We all know it's yes.
To some.
To some. But to others, you know what I mean? A little razzle dazzle in the bedroom every now and again can live with it.
Live with what?
A little razzle dazzle.
What do you consider a little razzle dazzle?
You know what I mean? A pickle with a tickle. I don't know yet. Woman,
I was
don't
going
do
to say,
this.
elaborate.
Don't do this.
I'm
She doing this already. With the shit already.
Just saying.
So, Lady J,
Thank you.
I did this one because I knew that you were going to knock it out of the park, and I was going to sit here and fight for my life. I knew I was going to sit here and fight for my life, and you were going to walk this one out the park without me. So, I'm prepared. I ain't got no notes. It's just me. Winner, chicken
Dinner.
chicken dinner. I thought that said dick and dinner. It does say chicken dinner.
Who is it?
The Queen of Ybor City 28.
Okay.
That is great. I like it.
Hello.
So, Lady J, let me ask you a question. What do you feel that is always necessary for you to have a great, let's say, sex life? Is it just physical attraction, or is it just a mental thing, or is it all the above?
Well, okay, so what the original question is,
What order?
is sex important, or is sex an important factor to have a good, strong, or healthy relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, to me, and this is just me speaking,
Mm-hmm.
what's crazy is in the past, I probably would have said no.
What?
I would have said no.
She would have said no.
Yes, because in my mind, I would think that, at that age, I was thinking, all I need is great personality, and we need a great connection, and blah, 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 blah. But at 40,
The fuck?
I need a little bit more than that. I need more than
You need
that.
a little bit more in your
Need
life.
more than
huh?
that, right.
I need you to tickle me a little bit more than that.
Yeah,
homeboy.
so I feel like sex is very important.
Mhm.
But to me, it's a thin line, because it's a thin line on what type of relationship. Because I want to know, is we fucking or what? Or are we making love? What are we doing? Because sex is horrible with no intimacy.
Right.
If you have no intimacy or no passion behind what you're doing,
If you ain't got no
it's horrible.
foreplay game,
Horrible.
you know what I mean? If you don't like to do a little something straight. Now listen, before I even get into that. There's limitations of what Gavin will do. Sex is a bond and a comfort. Right, it is. But there are certain things that Gavin will and won't do. I'm not putting on no goddamn bunny ears. You are not gonna beat me with no whips. And you ain't chaining me up. First of all, I've been to jail. That's not sexy to me for you to put me in some handcuffs. That's not, even if they got the little furry shit on it, it's not sexy to me. I ain't never felt like, oh my God, I feel like having sex because it just got thrown in the paddy wagon. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, I never felt that way. Like,
Okay, but it's a difference between being in bondage because you going to jail and being in bondage because you're waiting to be pleasured. There's a difference.
see, I'm glad you said you ain't into that shit either. Right. Those are facts.
But there's a difference.
Mhm.
And it's to me, it's just a major trust factor. That's all that is.
Okay, so it's a trust factor, but at the same time, a lot of people are into other things. Like I've seen people that are into one thing that drives me off when it comes to sex is that people that try to mix food and sex together. First of all, listen, I understand the strawberries and whipped cream, that's all good. But look, we ain't gonna have no goddamn. You ain't gonna sit there and eat mashed potatoes and gravy off me.
You would like it. You would.
This ain't Thanksgiving. This ain't Thanksgiving.
You gonna be nasty?
What?
You don't want to be nasty?
I'm nasty now. Look. When it comes to some things, hey. But when it comes to others, I'm like,
You stupid.
I'm just saying.
My thing is, okay, so we're on the subject of foreplay at this point,
Okay,
right?
at this point right now, right.
So, my thing is, foreplay is about leading you up to the main event.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so foreplay is not laying on the bed naked. Foreplay is not taking it out. Foreplay is not being over. Foreplay is not right.
It's not the song, is
It's
it?
not the song. No, it's not.
The dick out.
That's
The dick
not
out.
foreplay at
The
all.
dick out.
At all. No, not getting it. No, that's not it. Just because you walked out with a penis don't mean
It's go time.
no.
It's go time.
No,
What?
not at all.
I pull this mother out, it's go time.
That's mine. It's mine.
It is, people. It's go time. It's
No.
go time.
No.
Hold on, your mama on you, better act right.
No, whatever. Wrong.
Your
But,
mama on you, better
like
act
I said, that's not foreplay.
Okay.
Foreplay is building the anticipation of the main event, which is intercourse,
Mhm.
right? So all the things that you do to lead up to that is what foreplay is,
right.
right? So, cause I mean, let's be honest. If you don't have no foreplay, sex is what 10 minutes.
10 minutes, you better catch me on a good
10 minutes. 20 on a good day.
20 on a good day.
I'm just
10
saying.
And if we just trying to meet in the middle place, you better hit me in 3.
But that's why I said it depends on what you're trying to do.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. My younger days, boy, I was all in 10 toes, boy. Whatever you wanted to do. See, back then I was whatever you wanted to do. Now it's like let me think about this. Let's talk this over. I think you should always talk about your limitations of what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do.
Well, of course, and you should also talk about your expectations and what you're looking for. But see, to me, I feel like, as like I wrote in here, sex is also a form of communication.
No, I need some afternoon sex. Afternoon sex is good. It depends on where you come from, though. Because you could be coming from work, you smelling all good, come on and do it. You come from the gym in the afternoon, smell like old wolf pussy.
Sex is good any time of the day. Depends on when you want it. When you want it, you should be able to get it. Morning, noon, afternoon, whatever, middle of the night.
I'm not saying that you can't get it.
No,
when
but
you
what
wanna
I'm
get
saying
it.
is, sex is sex. If that's what you're looking for, is just sex.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a time and a place for that. It's a time
But-
and a place just to be fucked.
But I tell you this, I'd rather people say that nowadays than sit here and be, you know what I mean, knowing that's what they want and not willing to say that.
What you mean?
Like, okay, so say there's you and a young lady, you and the gentleman that you're dealing with, and he just say, you know what, or you just say, look, I'm just trying to get somebody to beat these walls down every now and again. Right?
Right? And like Mama said, then the ones who come over, bend them over, give them what you want, and send them on by their
Send them
business.
on about their business.
Right.
Some of them you can't do like that no more. They want to be one and done, and they want you to tell them sweet things in their ear. I love you. You so
Well,
sophisticated.
who the hell wants you to tell them all that and that ain't what y'all doing?
I guess that's a way of foreplay.
To tell me a whole bunch of lies, that's a form of
I
foreplay?
don't know. I'm telling you. I'm just saying. I've seen it. it's a lot of things like now now that I've been through what I've been through and seen the light of the tunnel, I'm the type of person that God, this the bottle just don't want to empty. Um, Sorry, y'all. I told myself I wasn't gonna be drinking like that no more. Oh hell no. But listen, y'all listen. Okay, let me get a little serious. I'll get a little serious. When it comes to,
What they saying over there?
she said both of us need to take a shower, regardless of the time. And hell no, that's a fetish of her from her boyfriend's. So she expects that from her boyfriend.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right. You can expect whatever you want to expect from your man. That's
But see, that's what I'm saying. We talking about relationships.
okay. Relationship. Let's
Right.
get
We're
off
talking
that.
about in relationships. Sex is very important.
Right.
Cause to me, I'm gonna be honest. To me, sex is a nerve calmer.
Oh.
Sex, sex is a I don't know what to tell you, so I'm finna put it on you. A good morning, babe. Sex says a lot for me.
It was sex, and sex will get the aggression off you because the two of y'all, both of y'all mad at each other, and next thing you know, he put the pound game on you, even though y'all may still be mad afterwards.
Right. But it might be some pet. I could just be mad because I need some. I say that all the time. I know I'm the type of person that I'll be frustrated as hell, and if he really my man, he should be able to say, you know what, he really just needs something.
You need some good dick.
I do.
And a lot of times, you know what? A lot of times, it goes both ways because there be some times I be like, hey, I really don't want to talk about this. Let's just make this happen. Let's just make this happen.
Let's just do this.
You know, I'm tired of talking. We
Right.
talk all day today. We ain't that friendly. You know what I'm saying? We ain't that friendly. We ain't talked all day today. It's hot as a motherfucker in here.
Yeah.
See, hold on now, y'all, hold on, people. I'm gonna work on this
You
air.
be in here sweating now.
Yeah, you look like you're melting. Y'all hold on one
Can't
second.
do that. It's natural hair. These edges will start snatching back.
It's on.
And we ain't here drinking.
Mm-mm.
Got to be more careful.
The devil's a liar. The devil. The devil. All right, people, I'm back. I'm sorry. Took me a minute. Oh, Lord, you said, what you need, baby? Yes. Said facts. She said she needs some dick. Jesus. Well, this is what we're going to do.
You better find you some.
This is what we're going to do. We about to put out an 800 number. 8100. Got to get it on your way. We'll have somebody right with you. So, what a man needs to know is when he's acting up is what it is. Okay. What?
Very true. I can concur. When I start acting a little crazy, especially if you know you ain't been giving it up.
I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. Sometimes I personally know how to get to a person when you know you throwing down good dick and you just stop giving it up.
See, that's the wrong thing to
and
do
you
to
do
me.
that on purpose, like you just stop, like I'm not gonna give it to you no more.
That's the wrong thing to do to me. It's when I start thinking clearly, then you got a problem. I'm just saying.
You trying to kill me?
When I start thinking clearly, and I start thinking on a no sex level, clear minded,
It's game on.
fucked up.
Game on.
Fucked up.
It's fucked up. Yeah, that's when. Listen, everybody gets crazy when they're not getting what they need in their lives.
Right.
You know, sex is, like I said, with me, sex is a very powerful thing. When you don't get it and you want it, and in relationship wise, sex a lot of times that makes you go looking for
Other
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When you're not getting what you want at home, or even when you're not getting what you need at home, you're going to try to go find it somewhere else.
Right.
That's really what human nature is. I try to tell people all the time, when you can't get it where you want to get it at, you're going to try to find it somewhere else. It never fails.
But you know what the problem is in relationships, and this is something that I occurred in my marriage,
Mm-hmm.
was the intimacy love. Like I said, it's a time and place for everything. It's a time where I need you to be like, babe, bring your ass over here, bend over, let me get that. Like, it's a time for that. But every time,
Oh,
you know
I
what I'm
see
saying?
what you're saying.
Every time we together,
I get
ain't
what
no
you're saying.
passion, ain't no aggression, ain't no I want you, no nothing in it. I don't want it.
Mm. So you say
It
every
becomes
time,
more like a formality.
like you're just doing it, like
Technically.
yeah, it's look, just come over and bend over, like
Right, yeah. I don't even want to see your face. It's your ass. You know, like.
See, and that's the funny thing she just said. I'll buy a toy and piss a man off. That depends on what type of man you're dealing with.
Yeah, because some men don't care.
Because me, girl, you pull that toy out around me, it's game time.
Yeah, that didn't work in my marriage. My husband was
You
like,
pull that toy out around me, winner, chicken dinner. I'm gonna do what I have to do to make it work out. I use that motherfucker on you quick. That's
Well, in my little research, it says that in about 25% of good relationships is what sex matters. But in a bad relationship, sex matters about 90%.
You ever
It's
know?
the glue that's holding you guys together.
Right. And
Right.
that because it comes like one of the biggest formalities in your relationship.
It becomes the biggest form of communication because you guys can't talk. You're arguing, so that's the only good thing you have to hold on to.
If the sex is good.
Right, and 9 times out of 10, you got a toxic ass relationship, and that's what's holding y'all together. The sex is fucking amazing.
Oh yeah. Y'all want to hear a story?
Oh Lord, I'm scared.
I had a girl I was dealing with, and we could not stand each other. I can't say we couldn't stand each other, but I know that we honestly knew that we were not meant for each other. But when you got us around each other, we were like a drug to each other.
Oh yeah, I've been told I was somebody's Achilles heel.
Yep. I've been told I'm like good dope.
You know, I've had the boy mama tell me, "You my son drugs."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Well, damn." He's like, and no matter what happens, he cannot stay away from you. I was like,
And it gets to be that way when you are take away the sex, and that's what you have to offer. Right. That's what we just said. You know, when you take that sexual part away, then what else is there then? Is it still a relationship? Are y'all still bonded together because you took it away?
now I was watching a small little podcast, a conversation between a guy and his girl, and they were talking about kind of like this same subject.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that if the sex was bad, she would have to leave, no matter how much she loved him or whatever. And he was like, so you mean to tell me if he's doing something that's not right, you're not willing to express that and teach him what you like? I'm the kind of cousin. She was like, no. So he was like, well, if the sex bad on his part, would you want him to drop you? And she said yes.
So she said if the sex bad on her part,
she'd rather leave.
Mm.
I was like, well, damn. Because, I feel like it's certain things that I'm willing to teach, but there are some things that I'm not willing to teach in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Especially not at this age.
When you kicking around how we kicking around, look, I'm not trying to teach you how to put your mouth on it by this time.
About 40, you should know.
Look, for real. And if you got somebody in your age range that you're dealing with in your age range,
Right.
they should never have to teach. I shouldn't have to teach you shit. You should
Now,
never.
I don't know. It depends, because you could be a certain age and still not be experienced in certain things.
So you told me I need to teach you how to put your mouth on me?
No, but every man is different. What you like, another man might not like.
And you're right about that, because I do like some freaking shit.
You know? It ain't nothing freaky, really.
I like some freaking shit.
But I'm saying like,
Put your head all the way down on it.
and that ain't freaky. That's normal.
Swallow it to the balls.
Really? That's what we doing tonight. That's what we doing.
Swallow it to the balls. You see, I told you. What I tell you about? You know how I get when we get on the subject.
I'm just saying.
Swallow it to the balls.
Well, so do you feel like a lack of intimacy and compassion will make you stop fucking with somebody, or just the preliminary acts of fucking is good for you?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I like a little bit of intimacy sometimes too. I like a little, you know what I mean, little. I don't like a whole lot of cuddling, but we can do a little bit of cuddling and a little bit of smooching. But after that,
But intimacy to me isn't even cuddling.
what is it then?
Intimacy is how you talk. Intimacy is how okay.
How-
You've
What?
been having sex long enough to know the difference. It's a difference in we just fucking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna roll over, you roll over, go to sleep, or we in that bitch getting it.
And then you roll over and you get mad because one of y'all got way to lay in the wet spot.
Not even that, but I'm saying it's a difference. It's a passion in it.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, let's take kisses. I've had some kisses that I'd be like, well, God damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, your whole body been weak.
Now, what are the lies about? Lies. Explain. Explain the lies. I'm listening. Go ahead.
But it's times when, you know, you just get all mwah, and go about your business.
Now, you mean that go ahead home kiss?
Yeah.
Go on, get it. Go on.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
She with the shit, y'all.
I'm just saying.
She
I
with the
feel,
shit.
I honestly feel like after you been with somebody, and I feel like men do this especially. After y'all have gotten a woman and been with the woman, all of that razzle dazzle shit be out the window.
Why does it be out the window?
Because it normally is. You mean to tell me you don't want to do this?
Be right now.
You don't want to do this. I'm just saying. You mean to tell me the things you did at the beginning of a relationship to get the girl,
I got you now.
you still do, right? You still do?
I got you now. What you mean? I got you. I got you. I got you now. Don't look at me like that.
Like what?
Like the way you looking at me, I'm just on the podcast. we talking. Keep talking.
I said what I had to say.
I bet you did. See, I told y'all she gonna be with the shit tonight, y'all. Y'all thought I was joking. No wet spot. Then you ain't doing. If you ain't got no wet spot, then you ain't. Then
Something
you
wrong,
Something
sis.
wrong. Oh.
That's right. Keep the same energy.
Why she cute? Man, I gotta put my glasses on, man. I can't see fuck that.
Keep the same energy.
What energy is that though?
The energy it took to get. Cause see, I'm this type of person.
Look.
I will continue to do what I have to do to keep what I got. Right. But what is the point of me doing all the working and making sure you're good and all that kind of shit when you're not doing it?
Why I feel like this just got personal?
I'm just saying.
I can't. You know what? Some men can't chase you because let me tell you something. I got a bad knee. I ain't running. Look, I got bad knees. I ain't running around the bed.
But that ain't the case you talking about.
Oh, okay. What chases? This wine good in the motherfucker.
You an ass. You are such an ass.
Oh, I love this shit, y'all.
But it's basically like you men like the chase anyway. So
I do.
So I'm not understanding when you get her, you realize she can haul ass, right?
I do now.
Okay, so you better keep
I
chasing.
do that. And one thing I do know, a woman, if she ain't with the shit no more, she gonna hit it on your ass.
So if you trying to keep her, then if you ain't trying to keep her, then you let her go.
Right, you let her go ahead and mind her business. They'll
Right.
find something. I don't have a like I said. That's not. I don't see a problem in that because if you want your person to be happy, sometimes it's not happy with you. It could be happy with the
Somebody
things
else.
that you do, but it may not be happy with you. You can sit here and be dicking it down 3 times sideways, but y'all can't stand to be in the same room together. There's an issue.
Well, you would have known that from the beginning if a person was not compatible with you.
I don't know. Some people change on you. And we've talked about
The
that.
compatibility doesn't change.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be something. Because another thing in here, our deception, lies, and brokenness can ruin intimacy. So once you come to the point that you can no longer be around, something has broken. Something has occurred where there's no longer a willingness to participate.
You're right. But you know what? At the same time, when the person's not willing to participate, do you sit around and try to make it better, or do you hit the road on it?
No, if the person's not willing to participate, then that person should be man or woman enough to say, "Look, I'm not willing to participate with this anymore."
Yeah, I'm not with the shit.
Or I'm not with the shit no more.
Yeah.
You know, and if that means to continue alone, then do that. But if
Some people can't be alone.
yeah, you're right.
Some people say they can, but it's hard. It's hard to actually grasp the fact of being alone. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm trying to bring up the other channel here because I got people. Yeah, I know I have people on here. See, this is the one I need to see. Okay.
But you know, people. I feel like people are also afraid to talk.
Now, you say, okay, hold on. You say, nope, I'm out. Goodbye. Okay, you can make yourself right. You can. There's nothing. We all know that. That's a given. You can make yourself
Better than other people.
get to the promised land before anybody else can.
Right. But at the end of the day, like, who really wants that? I'm a firm believer. You know how I am. I gotta.
My dad is an idiot.
Oh Lord.
My dad said, all that sex, talking wine, got your ass sweating. That's foreplay. Goddamn right it is, Dad. Boy, my dad is a fool. Oh, I love you. I love you, Sydney. My dad is a fool.
But
Oh,
I'm saying,
man.
like, even like, you know, being in a relationship for 10, 15, 20 years, it becomes, you need it.
What? I don't know. That looks like the man who would not let me in the club. Girl, you better go ahead away from here with that. We are not on that today. The club is the club. On here is a totally different situation.
Facts.
So if you got that club drama, you can hit me up later about it now. But right now, miss me with the shit. I'm trying to get the other page up, people.
So, let me ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
What keeps the sex good, though, in longer term relationships?
Oh, God. What keeps sex good in a long relationship? Let me tell you. There's a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
You see, y'all got me over here sweating because I feel like she put me on blast, y'all.
I ain't put you on blast.
I don't know why that won't load. I'm trying to get the load. What are some of the things that keep you good in a relationship long term?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we already said intimacy is one. Willing to do and go beyond.
Okay.
Some people, like I said, some people are willing to go beyond to get to that moment. Like me. I'll go a little bit beyond. I'm not gonna go too far. Because I know people that like to chain you up and beat you with lace fronts, and you know what I mean. People see some strange shit on TV and they want to do it. Let's do that. What? Hell
Really?
no. What?
Really?
What? I'm not. I don't know. Listen, not saying that's you. I just said I know some people in the world that like that shit. Look, I'm gonna put that video up of this lady. Her and her husband is her husband, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was in there whooping his ass with this lace front wig.
That was not a lace front.
Had him in bunny ears.
That was not a lace front.
So he was in bunny ears.
He wasn't bunny ears.
And everybody was watching this video, but nobody noticed that nigga had an ankle bracelet on.
That's all right though. He married her.
He married her.
He loved her.
He knew he wasn't going nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't going nowhere.
You're absolutely right. Both need to be more creative and inventive. Both need to take a sexual inventory. You're absolutely right.
You're right.
You're right.
You're right.
Right.
I can, like I said, I can agree. But see, with that, everything comes with compromise, people. If you're not willing to compromise in any type of thing in your relationship or anything you have doing with it, it's not going to work. I can compromise a little bit. I'm willing to compromise a little bit.
But some things are in people and some things are not.
Okay.
Like there are some men who don't mind sitting on the sofa rubbing your feet. There's some men that don't even cross their damn mind.
I don't mind rubbing feet. They got to be
Without
done.
asking.
They have to be done and washed thoroughly.
Without asking.
You ain't gotta ask me. Just, you know what? You know what? Sometimes men need a hint. You get what I'm saying? We need a hint sometimes.
But see, that's also too a form of communication. You gotta listen.
We need a hint.
Women can say stuff all day long.
Look, if you sit there and you rub sit here and you sit here and rub your feet on me and say, baby, you just looking at me. I'm gonna know you want these motherfuckers rubbed. I know you gonna want these piggies taken to the market.
But what I'm saying is, what if I'm just sitting there and I ain't did all that? You wanna just grab a foot?
I feel like I should say yes. I feel like I should say yes. Okay, hold on. I got something over here. I understand some nights are going to let you get a nut, and some nights it's movies and snacks.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Some people, I like snacks. Ding dongs, zim zams, all the whim whams and all that good stuff. I like that shit. M&M's, well, she ain't sharing. I'm trying
But
to.
you ate some.
I ate it. I had like 3. She only gave me 3 though.
He said on here, T Moon Doggy said, as we mature, our taste matures. That's right. So that also make my sexual relationship mature. That's absolutely correct
He
too.
is absolutely correct.
Because there are certain things that I require now at my age that I didn't require before.
What is that?
I do require intimacy. I require passion. Like I like to be in a situation where I feel like
Your life is in danger.
I'm with a whole grown ass man.
Your life is in danger.
I want to feel like I'm with a whole grown ass man. Like
Okay.
I don't have to say that's not sexy or that's not cute.
That's not it.
That's not it. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if we've been dealing with each other for a while, you should kind of know what type of woman I am by this time. So you should know what turns me on, what turns me off, what I like, what I don't like. You know, those are things. I mean, you're not gonna know everything. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But certain things you should know. I don't know. I like it's certain things that I require.
Right. You know, sometimes you want to be choked at. Sometimes you want to be. Sometimes a woman just wants you to jump off the headboard and hit her with the elbow.
I ain't never wanted none of that.
You didn't want none of that? Okay.
Mm-mm.
I guess just in my life.
I ain't never wanted that.
I guess it just happened in my life.
T Moon Doggy said, I have found that the relationship between dominant and submissive relationship. Like, I like dominant. Now that, okay, so you put that in great words. Dominant and submissive relationships. I don't want to be totally submissive because I ain't about that life. But
Me neither. I ain't gonna lie to you. I am what? I'm a man. You ain't gonna listen. And you know what? I'm gonna get off topic a little bit because that's what I do.
hmm
But there's certain things that men like and then other men don't like. See, and that's what I like what he said because you have to know what your partner likes
Right.
because everything doesn't work on everybody.
right,
You see what I'm saying? You may be dealing with a person that loves fellatio. You may deal with a person that can't stand me, don't want you to go down there, don't want you to touch them. But you have to, and that all boils into the communications that we've talked about in previous podcasts. When you don't communicate, you don't know what your significant other likes, and that could be a downfall to the relationship too.
Now, see, me, I like for my partner to tell me what he likes. To me, that's a turn on. For my
Okay.
partner to tell me what he likes and I'm able to give him exactly what he
Right.
likes, that's a turn on for
Right.
me. You know, so, and then I've grown to the point where I don't want my man to guess. Like, my body will tell you what I like. You know what I'm saying?
It does. Bodies will do that. It'll tell you right off the rip. Oh, I don't have to say nothing. But oh, Lord, you done hit that. You done hit me.
Right.
You know what I mean? You done hit me. You know what I mean? And then sometimes when that does, in the other person knowing that he or she is hitting the right spot, that amps up what they got. So next thing you know, now you have some crazy wild shit going on, and everybody's like, whoa.
Right.
Like, whoa, this is amazing. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's when you get to, I like to say, that sexual peak that you and your partner can have.
Right.
Because a lot of people haven't. A lot of people are never reaching their sexual peak because, you know what I mean. Some partners are not willing to take the time to find out where they need to go.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
And again, communication, because, you know, if you in a bedroom and your partner's doing something that you don't like,
Right. You gotta
Then say that.
say that. You gotta say that. You gotta tell that person that's what I like. That's what I don't like.
Right.
Don't
don't do that.
don't do that.
Right.
Don't put your finger there. Your finger don't go there.
Right. Here we go. T1 Doctor said, we as a group have not been educated on the effectiveness of sexual conversation with the roles being discussed and defined. That's very, very true. Because I'm the kind of person, I do believe there's roles in the bedroom.
Okay. Not the ones you eat, right? Not the dinner rolls. The honey, the Hawaiian.
No.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
No,
it
we're
wasn't
talking
those
about roles as in man, woman
I know
roles.
what you're
Okay, well you the one talking about Hawaiian roles. Girl. So, you know, there are roles in the bedroom. So I feel, you know, and some people feel like they're not. Some people feel like, you know, it's open field to whatever. Listen, I've
Now-
heard some stories.
Now, I want you to define the roles that you're talking about, because that's what people need to hear. You know what I mean? Like, let's define the roles. Like, what do you feel that a man's role in the bedroom should honestly be in your eyes?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because that varies upon each relationship.
Right.
You know, I mean, to me, I don't know. I just feel like the man should be the aggressor in the bedroom. I mean, there are times where I should be the aggressor. If he allows me to be that, then that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are times I might want to smack you on the ass, you know, or flip you over, you know, rub your back, you know. I don't do asses. I don't do no ass shit. But, you know, that's a turn off. But, you know. But, you know, it's times when, you know.
That's a turn off for some people, but me, if you're a female, rooted to the totem. Yeah. All right, let me stop. Over here.
You showing your ass today, Mr. Stevenson. Thank you. But you know, it's I don't know. I feel like everybody know what they want in the bedroom. I think some people are just scared to even express it. That was my thing in my marriage.
Mm-hmm.
I was scared to say what I wanted because I felt like my husband had a certain perception of me, and I had to carry out that perception. So I didn't I wasn't able to vocalize what I really wanted.
So you knew what he wanted already, and you basically felt like it was his way or the highway. You know what I mean?
It kind of was for a little bit, but I felt like, you know, so like I said, I've known my husband since the 6th grade. He was my first, you know, so in his mind, he was the conqueror of all of that. You get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So he would go out and do stuff with other women that he would never do with me.
Because he wanted to keep you all nice and pretty.
Right.
Right.
Not knowing that I like dirty shit too. You know what I'm saying? I want to dirt it up too.
Not knowing that I'm a nasty man.
Yeah, you know.
He didn't know that, but I like it dirty too.
You know, I just felt like it was certain. I couldn't express that to him. I want to be, you know, be in a situation where I'm open and freely able to say what I want to say. What's going on over there?
The Queen of Ybor City 28 says, I am a alpha female, but during sex, when she's with a man, I hope so, I'm more submissive. Which a lot of women are.
Right.
A lot of women are. Normally, what you get when you have a dominant person, a dominant female, when it comes to the bedroom, it's like, oh, just lay down and take me.
You know,
You got that way?
I can be, but I don't. I ain't trying to put my business out on the ground.
Yeah, on the ground.
Team Moondog said, I have found out during my travels that strong relationships have been unconventional and provides passionate commitment. True. When you don't have to be in a traditional aspect, I think that makes the relationships last longer.
But that's when you're not with a traditional woman either, right? When your significant other is not traditional.
Well, traditional in what sense? Because I feel like I'm traditional.
Some women, okay.
But I'm untraditional in the bedroom.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, you get some women that, what I mean by conditional is that they just want to do this. And
yeah, because I hear a lot of older women be like, oh no, I ain't doing that.
Like,
oh no, I ain't sucking this. No, I'm like, girl, you 6 years old. You done had dick in your mouth before. Don't even play.
Don't turn me.
Don't act like that.
Don't turn me like that.
And that might be why you single, sis. And you've been single for all these years. Right there.
But she says, Queen Ybor City 28 says, but not all the, so she's not submissive all the time. Well, you shouldn't be.
Yeah,
nobody should ever be submissive in the bedroom all the time. Like,
right.
maybe now and again, you may want to hold that back. You know what I mean? But I feel like,
what's your definition of submissive?
A lot of people just think it's just laying on your back and just let them do what they want to do. Well, like on Color Purple.
On top of me.
On top of you.
No, I don't think, in my mind, submissive is...
I just laid there and let him do his business.
No. In my mind, I feel like submissive, and you stupid. In my mind, I feel like submissive in the bedroom is giving your partner exactly everything that they want. If you want to put it on my eyelid, I'm gonna let you put it on my eyelid. If I, you know what I'm saying, like that's what I mean by submissive. Like whatever you want tonight, that is what you gonna get. That's what I, that's what I'm thinking submissive.
Y'all heard her, y'all. She said Zach.
You so funny. See, Team Moondog say women in particular are alpha outside of the home and prefer to be submissive. Most men are not raised dominant. That is a discussion men like me teach their sons about how to be dominant. That's true. Because dominant doesn't mean calling me a bitch or you slapping the shit out of me, which can be sexy sometimes. But that's not necessarily what being dominant means. Being dominant means just taking control of the situation.
Queen Ybor City 28 says, "Give me pleasure."
Hopefully that's what you're getting in there.
I hope that's what you're getting in there.
Yeah.
If you over there sitting there and y'all just going through the motions, but you know what? Some people just go through the motions just to get the end feeling. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's so funny? I've had sex several times and never have gotten all my end feelings out, but was satisfied that I was able to give my partner their end feelings. That's a turn on for me.
Hallelujah.
So that's a turn on for me.
Tabernacle.
To be able to, you know what I'm saying, have his toes curled. You know?
When you sit there in the motherfucker be like, look, you don't get off me right now, I'm gonna start yelling in this bed. Right now.
That's what I want.
I'm gonna start yelling, screaming and shit. What's going on, Lala? She said, yes, I've been there. I hope you have been there. I hope so, because a lot of times people just be just doing it just to be doing it.
I used to. I tell people all the time, I had a whole baby before I realized, oh, this was sex supposed to feel like? Oh, okay.
Damn.
I did. I was young and I was just doing it just to do it.
You're doing it just to make the sweat.
He said, yes, dominant men are providers, protecting, and overall appreciate their relationships. You're absolutely right.
Lala, you want to know what the topic of the day is, dear? The topic of the day is, let him put it in your mouth. No, I'm joking.
No, it's not, Lala. The topic is sex important, an important factor to stay in a long-term relationship?
And I say it is.
I say it is, too.
But it depends on what type of sex you're having, too.
Right.
See, like you always say, you got men out here giving out this mediocre dick.
Ooh.
There you go. I knew I shouldn't have said that.
They be passing it out like I can't do.
Mediocre dick.
And then want to be around here telling people what to do, where to go.
You say y'all got all that high dick energy.
Ah! Big dick. You walk like you got a big dick. Big dick energy.
And you over
And you out here giving mediocre
dick.
That's not going to work, sir.
And you making it hard on the rest of us.
Because now I'm thinking everybody going to do that. So I'm side-eyeing niggas.
Over and talking about, if you ain't gonna do it right, then nigga, what you doing?
What you talk about?
You lame it in a bitch.
Stupid. It's stupid. But
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I feel like also too, I don't think people can take.
Say it.
I don't
I
think,
dare you to say it.
you don't even know
Say
what
it.
I'm finna
You
say.
don't say it.
What
I
I'm
dare
finna
you.
say.
I dare
You don't know what I'm finna say.
Go ahead and say it.
I
I'm
don't
gonna say it
think
loud.
people can take like criticism though.
There it is.
On their sex.
There
Like,
it is.
people can't take it. Like people can't take. It's an ego buster.
Mm-hmm.
It's an ego buster, and I just Don't forget, we are kings in the bedroom and in your life. You are absolutely right.
Some people cannot. You see what this food put on.
It's to put it in your mouth. Hold on.
You know what? I love all of y'all. Y'all know that? Y'all are silly. Y'all are silly. See, y'all still don't understand how many screens I'm looking at on y'all.
So silly. But yeah, it's people can't take that. Like, I'd rather you tell me, babe, look, you know how when you put your leg over here? I don't like that. Put it over here. You will never have to worry about me putting my leg over there again. That'll never happen.
It's hot.
Don't worry about that. I hold it. You ain't got to hold it. Since you can't hold it no more, I hold it. Like, you know. But to me, I feel like also like he made this comment, and I want to go on that. He says, "Don't forget, we are kings in the bedroom and in your life." I'm big on that. I'm big on treating my partner a certain kind of way outside, in public, in our relationship, and also in the bedroom. So when he come in the bedroom, there's no surprise what he gonna get.
Right. Just know you're going to get the lace front and the bunny ears.
First of all, it was not a lace front.
She beat that man with a lace
It was not a lace front. It was a flogger.
It looked like a lace front. And it was blue.
It was a flogger.
And what was the safe word?
Was it pineapple?
No.
What was it?
It wasn't pineapple.
What was it?
It was rock bamboo tutti frutti. Rock bamboo tutti frutti. Remember what you said?
He couldn't even think straight. After a while, he couldn't think straight.
Oh, she had him in there running for his life. So
Yeah,
y'all,
yeah.
so on the real, y'all hit us up now and tell us in your own words, when it comes to the bedroom, what is one of the biggest parts that you honestly need for you to, you know what I mean, for you to keep on keeping this thing alive in your household? Because
I mean, I
you go first. You go first.
Frequency. I need you to touch me frequently. You can't touch me once a week, once a month, and think I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna have a whole attitude, bro. You ain't gonna even want to talk to me. You ain't gonna even want to deal with me. Frequency. And and to me, it don't even have to be a frequent intercourse. Just we can do other things.
I want y'all to see my face. Y'all see my face? Y'all see my face? Right? There you go. See her face when she do that. Y'all see my face?
Frequency. I'm just saying. Team Moon Doggy said you can't teach a beta male to be an alpha. iPad has to bring those qualities. I educated myself in role play as well as wax and impact play. These skills are not for every partner.
Wax? Oh Lord, Jesus, you's a bad man.
No wax for you, Daddy?
There's a reason behind it.
What's your reason? Go ahead, fill us in.
I done had some bad stories with wax.
Go ahead, give us the story.
So she said, "Oh, let me just pour a little bit on you." Right? So she had the candle, and hold on, you gotta turn this a little bit before they can see my response. To push it back and turn it, I'll get in the frame. I don't want y'all to be out of Lady J's frame. So listen, she told me, and I want all y'all to hear me. She said, "Let me pour a little bit of this wax on you." Right? I said, "Yeah, girl, I'm with that. Go ahead and pour it on me." So she hit me with a little bit. I said, "Ooh." You know what I mean? How you do the, ooh. So she hit me with it. I didn't know the bitch was mad at me.
You always dealing with people that's mad at you.
I fuck up a lot. I used to fuck up a lot. So the bitch was mad at me. So, bitch then went through the phone. So she pulls the candle back. Who's Jessica? Jessica who? Who's Jessica? This bitch done poured half the candle on me. I said, "Oh Lord, get off me." She said, No. This is the reason why I don't like to be chained up either. So she poured the wax on me again. Boom, hit me again. Boy, let me tell you something. Y'all want to talk to a nigga that got strong that day? Boy, I lifted the bed frame up in the bed all at one time. I broke the bed frame because she was dousing my motherfucking ass. I mean, she wasn't, you know how you just put a little bit of, she was dousing me like you just trying to put a fly. She's like, "Nigga, what?" No. So, yes, that's one reason why I don't like candles anymore. I'm sorry. I thought she trying to burn me. She trying to kill me, yo.
He said education on different temperature candles purifying has its way to go.
Mm-hmm. Brother, hot is hot. Ain't no way around that. Hot is hot. And I've been through hot and I've been through hot.
Well, I don't know. I think certain things like that are interesting. Like the candles that turn into oil, those are cool.
I don't have an oil source, so we're good.
Yeah.
I don't have an oil source.
Candles that turn into oil, those are good. Those are great for massages, and you know what I'm saying? Because to me, like
that's sexy. Now you get somebody.
Your heightening your senses is what leads to great sex.
You get somebody that can do massages the right way. That's what the lick read. I'm trying to tell you, that's what the lick read, y'all.
That's very, very true. That's like when I was in story time, 2 minutes. When I was in school to be an esthetician, we learned how to do facial massages, right?
I just like the word facial.
Anyway, do facial massages, and that was something that every dude in a school, can I get a facial? Can I get a facial? Because that was a part of the facial. You would give them a massage their face, massage their shoulders, their neck, and then you at a level where they sitting like right here. So your boobs all in their face. They having the best time ever.
I bet they loved you.
Best time ever. So.
Well, this wine good.
You want to say something?
Oh, shit.
Just top me off if you had a red.
Well, I would love to top you off, dear.
That's good.
That good?
Mm-hmm. Timu's gonna say, love you guys, dynamic. Thanks. We appreciate that.
We thank you for all the love, y'all. I say that every time. You guys are awesome. Well, go ahead, Lady J. Let's go ahead and run out of time. So, you got any more over there?
No, that's pretty much it. It's just basically learning how to communicate with your body is what it's going to keep your relationship going as far as sex is concerned.
Right. You, like I tell people all the time, knowing what the other person likes and dislikes are a good thing to know in the bedroom.
Right.
Because I had to learn that myself. You know what I mean? Like I said, some people like it rough, some people like it soft. You even get the ones that like it in the middle. You get some females that just like to be just outright
King Kong.
freaky nasty. Not nasty, but freaky nasty.
King Kong.
You just Donkey Kong ass.
Mm. Anyway.
I love you guys. I enjoyed this. I wait for this all weekend long. My favorite day now is Tuesday. So, you got any closing remarks?
Just keep it hot, keep it spicy. Communicate, tell your wants and your negatives. Keep the frequency up, you know.
Keep the freaking up.
The freakiness
Yes.
up. And
Let's
the
do
frequency up.
Let's do that.
Right, because, you know, being absent from our human touch can be depressing.
Right.
Right. So I think if you stay that and communicate with your partner, then your sex life should be amazing.
Well, that's something. I've never seen that before. You ever seen that
Mm-hmm. No, I don't have it on mine.
Well, son, I guess because nobody knows it. Well, anyway, this is Late Night at the Table, people. We do this every Tuesday, 9 to 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we always love you guys. You guys are special to us. You definitely keep us going in this sometimes when we don't. When we sit here like, do we want to do this? You guys keep us going. You really do. And I just want to say thank you. I'm glad. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Get ready because we have other things planned. If you haven't, go join the group page. We put stuff up there all day, all the time to let you guys know what we got going on.
Right. And check out YouTube channel.
YouTube channel. I'm going to start putting the videos up there so you guys can go back and see what we talking about and comment there. You know what I mean? Pretty soon we're going to be bringing people live in on the TV screen up here. This TV screen is just not for decorations. We're going to start bringing people live on there. And we will soon, you'll be able to hit us up on our phone number as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, we greatly appreciate all you guys and we love you. And we are out of here.
Goodbye, everybody.